Hello, my little dreamers. Are you all cozy and snuggling under your blankets? Close your eyes for a moment. Can you hear the soft hum of the fan or maybe the chirping of crickets outside? Let's get ready for tonight's story on open communication. Do you know what open communication means? Open communication means talking and listening honestly. That is sharing when you're angry, when you're sad, when you're upset, when you're scared or irritated. And also listening to what others have to say and caring about it honestly. It helps us understand each other and stay good friends. So today's story is about a clever crow, a cautious squirrel, and a secret that taught them the importance of open communication. Are you ready? So let's dive into the magical forest where our tale begins. Once upon a time, in a big forest with tall trees, there lived a crow named Chittu. Chittu had shiny black feathers that sparkled in the sunlight and eyes that were always watching, always curious. He was known for being smart, but he had one habit. He liked to keep things to himself.
Why share what I know?
Chittu often thought.
I can solve problems alone.
In the same forest, there lived a little squirrel named Mitthu. Mitthu was quick on her tiny feet, her bushy tail flicking back and forth as she hopped from tree to tree. She loved to chat with everyone she met, sharing news about the forest. But sometimes she found that Chittu wasn't easy to talk to. One sunny day, the animals noticed something strange. The river, which was their main source of water, was drying up. The animals began to worry. Without water, how would they drink? How would the plants and trees grow? Chittu, being the curious bird he was, decided to investigate. Flying high above the forest, he discovered the problem. A pile of rocks and sticks was blocking the flow of water upstream. Thought Chittu.
I could tell everyone, but maybe I can fix this on my own and be the hero.
Now, kids, what would you do if you were Chittu? Do you think keeping a problem to yourself is a good idea? Now, Chittu spent hours trying to move the rocks, pulling at them with his beak and pushing with his wings. But no matter how hard he worked, the rocks were just too heavy. Exhausted, he perched on a branch and sighed.
Maybe I do need help,
he thought, but he didn't want to admit it. Meanwhile, Mitthu noticed Chittu looking unusually tired.
What's going on, Chittu?
She asked, hopping closer.
Nothing you'd understand,
Chittu replied, puffing his feathers. Mitthu tilted her head.
Well, you look like you have been working hard. If you tell me, maybe I can help.
Finally, after some hesitation, Chittu admitted the problem.
The river is blocked upstream, but I can't move the rocks alone.
Mittu's eyes lit up.
Why didn't you say so earlier? We can work together. I'll call the others.
Mittu scurried off, calling out to the forest animals. Soon, a team of elephants, deer, rabbits, and even tiny ants gathered at the riverbank. Under Mittu's guidance and Chittu's keen observations, they began to work. The elephants used their trunks to push the largest rocks, while the ants cleared away small pebbles. Everyone had a role to play, no matter how big or small. Now, kids, can you imagine all the animals working together? If you were one of them, what would your role be? After hours of teamwork, the water began to flow freely. The animals cheered as the river sparkled under the sun. Chittu felt a wave of relief and gratitude.
I should have told you all sooner, he admitted. Trying to do everything on my own wasn't the best idea.
Mitthu smiled.
That's what friends are for, Chittu. When we share our thoughts and work together, we can solve anything.
From that day on, Chittu made a promise to himself. He would always share important news with his friends. And Mitthu, she became known as the squirrel who taught the forest the value of open communication. So this story reminds us how important it is to talk openly and share what's on our minds. Just like Chittu learned, keeping problems to ourselves can make things harder. By communicating with others, we can find help, support, and even solutions. In your everyday life, you can practice open communication by telling your parents or teachers when something bothers you, or sharing your ideas and feelings with friends, or asking for help when you need it. It's okay to not do everything on your own. Remember, talking to others makes problems smaller and friendships stronger. Now, little one, as you snuggle into your blanket, think about your day. Did you share anything special with someone? Or maybe you asked for help? I know, you would have for sure done it. And that's amazing. Now, it's time to close your eyes, relax, and listen to a short rhyme before drifting into dreamland. In the forest, the river flows. Through teamwork, its beauty shows. When we speak and share our care, life becomes a joy to bear. Good night.